Hey English 11, this is Miss Arkelin, and today we are going to break down the step-by-step guide to creating your references page in APA format. In today's video, I am going to try to make these directions as concise as possible, and this is the breakdown that I'm going to be using. I'm first going to briefly talk about why we have a references page. Then I'm going to tell you the order in which you should create your references page and how to do it. It's pretty easy. You just have to make sure you're using the right tools. And then we'll do a little bit of formatting and you are done. This is a skill that comes in very handy. So I'm hoping that this is a helpful activity for you today. So first of all, why do we need a references page? Whenever you're doing any sort of research and you're citing somebody else's work in your project or paper or anything that you're working on, you have to, of course, cite the sources that you're using. One of the reasons why is, of course, to give credit, but the other reason is because it helps somebody who's reading your work to go find other sources that are discussing the same topic. So it can be really useful when you're doing your own research to read somebody's references page because you might find more sources in their references page. So you're going to be turning this in with your final project. Step 2 is creating your references page. And what you want to do is make sure that you add your references, your citations, in a certain order. If you found any sources using Google or on the internet, you have to do those first. If you only found your sources using the eResources database, the US History and Context, you can skip this next step and move right on to copy and paste and just fast forward till I get there. However, I'm going to talk about sources from Google first. All right, so I am within a blank doc right now that I've titled References. And the first thing you need to do is you need to go up here to Add-ons, and you need to manage bibliography using your EasyBib bibliography creator. If you don't have this tool, you simply go to Get Add-ons and you search for it, and then you add it. It's going to maybe pop up here. It's free, it's easy to use, and it's going to come in handy. Once you have that tool, you go back up to add-ons and you open it, clicking Manage Bibliography. This window is going to pop up on the side of your screen. Now again, this tool will only work if you are using URLs that you sourced from Google. This does not work for sources that you found in eResources, okay? It will not work. So make sure that you're only using this for URLs that you could search on the internet. All right, so how do you use this tool? First, you want to make sure that you change the style to APA. Next thing you're going to do is you are all going to probably be copying and pasting in URLs. So you want to click on the website button. And then you are going to open up the different URLs that you found sources on.
Has everything your pet needs delivered
and you're going to, let's make that ad go away. You are going to click and copy and paste the URL. So Control-C to copy it. Go back to your references page, Control-V to paste it, and then you click Search. All right, so this is definitely the article matches this title here. And so I click Select, and then it's starting to create my bibliography. All good news here. All right, let's say that I have one more URL that I'm going to add. I'm just going to quickly find a source. Let's say it's this one, why not? All right, so once again, copy, go back, paste in that URL, search for it, definitely matches, so hit select, and now I have two sources ready to go. Once I've pasted all of my URLs into the EasyBib and they are all selected, then I click Add Bibliography to Doc. Here's the really cool thing about this tool. It is going to format your sources for you. So these sources are alphabetized and these sources have the hanging indent and they're double spaced. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later, but for right now, you're good to go. Here's the very key thing to note. When I look at your references page, I make sure that they're in APA format by looking for this word here, retrieved, retrieved. If you have something that says accessed on, it's in the wrong format. It's in MLA. You're looking for the word retrieved from, okay? But this so far is good to go. Now, let's close out of that here. Let's say that I now need to add sources from eResources. So if you never found sources using Google, now the directions apply to you as well. You downloaded your sources from eResources and they look something like this. And if you downloaded them correctly in APA format, you have your bibliography at the bottom, okay? Same thing here, bibliography at the bottom. I know that these are in APA format because it says retrieved from. If you downloaded it in the incorrect format, you simply go back to Gale and Context and search for your article. Open up the article, search for it using the title. I know this one's correct. And then you go up here, you click on Cite, you change it to APA, and you copy and paste this, okay? So let's go back to the notes though, but you just have to go back in and do that. And if you need any help with that, I'm happy to do that for you. All right, but I have it saved here. So I'm going to copy this, Control C or right click C, whatever you choose. Go back to my references page, and I have to put it in the correct alphabetical order. So mine starts with an M, which means that it's going in between these two. So if I shift and go there, and then here is the fun little trick. Instead of clicking paste, you want to click paste without formatting. It is automatically going to paste in the same format as the rest of your sources. If I were to just click Control V, it's going to paste funky like this. I don't want to do that. Control Shift V or paste without formatting, it's going to format it beautifully. Okay? Same thing. I've got one more source I need to add, Martin Luther King. We copy it, go back over here. It starts with an M. Well, this starts with a K, K-I-N-G. K-I-N-G goes after this one. I hit enter and I paste without formatting and it's formatted perfectly. And now I have a perfectly formatted references page. It is double spaced. It is alphabetized by the first letter. And it has the hanging indent, meaning that the first line of my citation is pulled all the way to the left and all following lines are indented in once. All right. Now, I would love for you to give this a shot. This is how you are going to organize your sources and show me where you pulled them from. This is also going to help you create your APA citations, your in-text citations, which Mr. Johnson will be giving you a lesson on tomorrow. And this is going to make creating those much easier. All right. I know this is a lot of information. Forgive me, but I'm hoping that this step-by-step guide will help you out quite a bit. Just pay attention to those secret little key strokes I gave you and do your best. Make sure they're in APA format. All right. Email us with questions.